I was sitting with my friend Arthur Kornblum in a restaurant. It was a Horn-and-Ardent cafeteria. And this beautiful girl walked in, and I turned to Arthur, and I said, Arthur, you see that girl? I'm going to marry her. And 2 weeks later, we were married. And it's over 50 years later, and we are still married.
News on the march! Today, almost as legendary as Florida's Xanadu. Contents of Xanadu's palace. Paintings, pictures, statues, the very stones of many another palace. A collection of everything. So big it can never be catalogued or appraised. Enough for 10 museums. The loot of the world.
Can you imagine that?
You know where we met? In an elevator.
I was visiting family.
In the Ambassador Hotel in Chicago,
He was on the
Illinois.
3rd floor. I was on the 12th.
I rode up 9 extra floors just to keep talking to her.
9 extra floors.
Was hated by as many more. For 40 years, appeared in Kane newsprint, no public issue on which Kane papers took no stand. Paper mills, apartment buildings, factories, forests, ocean liners, an empire through which for 50 years flowed in an unending stream. Walter P. Thatcher recalls a journey he made as a youth.
My firm had been appointed trustee by Mrs. Kane for a large fortune which she recently acquired. It was her wish that I should take charge of this boy, this Charles Foster Kane.
He attacked you after striking you in the stomach with a sled?
Mr. Chairman.
In the first year of the Great Depression, a Kane paper closes. For Kane in 4 short years. Same month in Union Square.
The words Charles Foster Kane are a menace to every working man in this land. He is today what he has always been. And always will be, a fascist.
One item on your list intrigues me, the New York Inquirer. A little newspaper I understand we acquired in a foreclosure proceeding. Please don't sell it. I'm coming back to America to take charge. I think it would be fun to run a newspaper. I think it would be fun to run a newspaper.
How did you find business conditions in Europe?
How did I find business conditions in Europe, Mr. Bones? With great difficulty.
I remember one time he stole a fountain pen. I didn't want to embarrass him. So, you know, teachers have ways of doing things. So I said to the class, we will all close our eyes. And will the one who took the pen please return it? Well, while our eyes were closed, he returned the pen, but he took the opportunity of feeling all the girls. Can I say feel?
Sometimes he, just plain lies. He does have a criminal record, yes, but that doesn't mean that the boy was all bad.
Well, he was a head counselor at the boys' camp, and I was a head counselor at the girls' camp. And they had a social one night, and he walked across the room. I thought he was coming to talk to my friend Maxine, because people were always crossing rooms to talk to Maxine. But he was coming to talk to me. And he said,
I'm Ben Small of the Coney Island Smalls.
At that moment, I knew. I knew the way you know about a good melon.
With a storm of cheers and a blizzard of ticker tape, New York welcomes back Eudora Fletcher and Leonard Zelig, the human chameleon, as he sits by the side of his plucky bride-to-be. Their journey of triumph leads to City Hall. New York's greatest honor, the Medal of Valor, is bestowed on Zelig by Carter Dean.
He has so many good qualities. I mean...
Name.
He had all sorts of mechanical abilities. He was artistic. Do you remember the painting he did for you on your birthday?
No good
Do you remember?
atheist is what he was. That's what he was. I used to hit him and try to teach him about God, but would he listen? No.